Waking up yesterday, I thought to myself, oh, well, the Leafs have won 2 straight games, right? We got Arizona coming to town, basically an NHL squad that's lost their first 2 games. Oh, this should be great, right? Then the other side, my Leaf brain turns on and is like, hey, you idiot. It's the Leafs. They're playing a bad team. What usually happens then? Well, they usually play down to their opponent. Well, exactly. That's exactly what happened. Leafs lose 3-2 plus an empty netter, 4-2 to the Arizona Coyotes. And have now dropped to 2-2 on the season. I don't think this video is going to be all that long. I might be ranting a bit, so it might be a little bit. We'll see. When you don't show up for 40 minutes and expect to crawl back late, I mean, they did, but they should not have been in that situation. Let's start it off in the first period, shall we? And why not be an ex-Toronto Maple Leaf, scoring the first goal of the game on the power play? Yeah, Nick Ritchie scored a power play goal with 26 seconds left in the first period, and the Leafs trail 1-0 after 1 period of play. They were dominating zone time in that first period. They were doing all kinds of possession stuff. That's all cute, fine, and dandy, but if you're not putting the damn puck on the net, nothing's going to come of it. Shots on goal were 5-4 in favor of the Leafs. 5-4. We go to the second period, and Christian Fischer scores at 8:30 of the second period to give them a 2-0 lead. So the Leafs haven't scored through 40 minutes. They have 8 shots in the second period. The shots are 13-13 after 2 periods. And you're going into the third period against the Arizona Coyotes down 2-0. Now, I know the Arizona Coyotes have this crazy streak at Scotiabank Arena, this like point streak they got going on over their tenure and whatnot, but it's just wild right now that this team continues to play down to their opponents. It's incredible. It really is. Now, Erik Källgren got the start, right? So there's a little bit of, okay, well, you know, if you had somebody else in, all that stuff. The dude only had, 3 goals on it. You had 3 goals against the Arizona Coyotes. You should be able to score at least 3 against the Coyotes. You don't, and you lose. But in the third period, the Leafs, they wake up. Whoa! Holy smokes, they wake up. It takes halfway through the third period to do so. But on the power play, Willie Nylander scores. Riley and Tavares grab assists in the goal at 12:54. Great. You know, it's 2-1 now. You're back in it. Oh, less than 30 seconds after that, Mitch Marner ties it. We're like, oh, the fellas finally, they just put the puck on the net. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good things will happen if you put the puck on the net. You know, and they get 2 goals and we're tied. That goes at 13-18. It was unassisted by Mitch Marner. But then, late in the third period with about 2 minutes to play, Leafs take a stupid penalty, putting the Arizona Coyotes on the power play. And of course they score it. Shane Gostisbehere scores at 18:27. And the Leafs now trail 3-2. But then with under a minute to play, Alex Kerfoot finds a rebound after John Tavares' weird backhander, and he buries it, and the Leafs have tied it. Scotiabank Arena's losing to the mind. Kerfoot's jacked up, and then we got a whole new hockey game. It's 3-3. But hold on a minute. They go to review. And when I'm watching this review, because I wasn't watching with audio initially, and I had to turn it on because I'm like, what the hell am I looking at? It looked like, okay, is it a high stick? Well, yes, but their guy didn't touch it after that. So, you know what I mean? Like, not really sure what's going on there. So it's not a high stick there. Okay, was it a hand pass from Riley? Well, no, not even close to a hand passing motion. I mean, my God. Dude, the guy's stick went right into Riley's glove. I mean, if you can find a way to pass it somewhere while a stick is like right in your hand, I applaud you for that. But obviously that was not the case. So I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on here? Now, again, that rule still baffles me. I still don't understand it. You guys may be able to explain it more in the comments. And I've watched a crap ton of hockey in my lifetime, but I've never seen anything like that. And the goal gets taken away. And the Leafs still trail 3-2. Lawson Crouse scores the empty netter with 11 seconds to go, and that's the game. As much as that sucks, that final minute stuff, it should not have gotten to that point. It shouldn't have. They should have won this game single-handedly. And you should have 2 points. Look, the 2 losses this year for the Leafs They've given up goals in the final, 3 minutes of games to give away the lead. Or it was tied and then they scored to take the lead, right? Season opener against Montreal. The Josh Anderson goal, right? Nylander tied it late. Josh Anderson scored even later to give them the lead late and won it. It's exactly what happened today, or last night. Same sort of thing. And the fact is, when you have a total of 13 shots in 2 periods against Coyotes at home, that just cannot happen. It just can't. Eric Källgren allowed 3 goals on 18 shots. Yeah, he wasn't all that great, but who knows how healthy this guy really is, because he left in Marley's game with an injury, and he got called up to the Leafs, and now he's going to play a game. So who knows what's going on with him. Meanwhile, the shots on goal in the third period, and this is the thing that gets me so frustrated. They had 13 shots in the first 2 periods combined, where they didn't score a goal. In the third period alone, the Leafs had 15. I just don't get it. They had more shots in the third period than they had in the first 2 combined. And they only had 6. Shots were 28-19. You look at that, well, the Leafs outplayed them. Well, maybe in the third period, but that's about it. And you got to play a full 60. Hell, even play 40. And you should win most games. I mean, you did allow 2 power play goals to the Arizona Coyotes, so that's that as well. They were 2 for 5 on their power play. Leafs were 1 for 5 on theirs. You know, it's just, it's not pretty. Now, people are going to say, well, why'd you put Eric Källgren in that? It's not a back-to-back. Samsonov's been playing well. I'm going to tell you guys this, and this is kind of the mindset, and I heard it on the radio. I'm like, very good point. We all talk about we want this team, winning in the playoffs, right? That's what we want. We don't care. Like, we honestly don't really care about the regular season too much, right? And you want to see good games, and you get mad when they don't play well. Of course not. Of course you are. But I'll tell you this much, Leaf fans. I could give a damn if they play like this against Arizona in Game 4 of the regular season. I really could. They could have probably put Samsonov in this game today or last night, and would they have won? Possibly. Maybe one of those goals doesn't go in, right? Who knows? But look at teams in the past, right? With great regular seasons, winning them for, how often have you guys heard the President's Trophy curse, right? Remember the Washington Capitals won President's Trophy after President's Trophy, never won the Cup. The Lightning, remember when they won the President's Trophy and they played the Columbus Blue Jackets in the first round and didn't win a game? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Look at baseball right now. The Braves won it all last year, having the worst record going into the playoffs, and they end up winning it all. You look at the Phillies and Padres right now going into the NLCS. The flipping Cleveland Guardians could be going in. Obviously, they've got to play Game 5 against the Yankees. And then you look at, the Astros are the Astros. They're the one team that's actually half good. But look at that. You could have a team that was in the wild card with the Blue Jays, winning the World Series again. It's not really about a regular season. It's literally, when I say get in and anything can happen, I literally mean that. So for me, I look at a game like this and I'm like, okay, well, get Samsonov off his feet a little bit, get him relaxed. You're playing Arizona, maybe you can squeak out a win. If you don't, it is what it is. You move on. Regular season stuff doesn't mean a whole lot. It really doesn't. People are like, well, you want home ice. Seemed to work for us last year, didn't it? Getting home ice against Tampa. It really did, didn't it? Because obviously not. You get to the same spot you did when you had the road series every time. Game 7, loss. So for me, it's just get in. Did yesterday suck? Yeah, for sure it did. It was not pretty at all. But in the big scale of things, it really doesn't matter. Next game for the Leafs, and you do want them to show up, though, and you do want them to win games. Until I see them clinch that playoff spot, that's until I get to there, I don't care, right? They play Thursday against Dallas at home. It's a 7 o'clock puck drop there. They need to wake up. They got to start on time, and they got to get that first goal. They can't start trailing these games. They trailed against Ottawa. They trailed against these guys. I believe they scored first against Montreal, but then gave it up pretty quick. So it's just like they got to find a way to Canadian multi-goal lead, right? Do what Arizona did. Get 2-goal lead and feel pretty good about yourself. That would be great. You have the offense to do it. Big Ed's got to wake up, especially early on in the game. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not that game last night, smack the like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game last night. All right. Comment down below. Go crazy. Twitter link is down below, so follow up, send me a DM to that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there. If you guys have not done so already, and I will talk to you guys very shortly, Raptors edition. I'm going to do the season preview, because obviously the season gets started tomorrow, so I'll be doing that season preview very shortly for you guys. And for the Leafs, as I talked about, Thursday they take on the Dallas Stars at Scotiabank Arena. 7 p.m. puck drop there. Need to get back into the win column and play a good game. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not that game last night. We'll talk to you guys then.